Donna. Wow, that was fast. It only just went on live and your message was right there. How are you, Donna? You good? I'm here. I made it. New tattoo. And chickens in the house. Look at it. Wow. That's the first time I've seen it from that angle. Hey, Eva. It was so painful. In fact, it still hurts now. It's the first tattoo I've had where it hurts afterward. Still. It's like sunburn still. My skin's towering after it. Crazy, but I love it. It's so cool. Let's get smudging. Clear the energies. Did you watch the daily read for today? Sunday the 2nd of August. It's really, really cool energies, like a spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening today, so I didn't have time to watch it again this morning, but I did watch it last night before I went to sleep. So yeah, spiritual awakenings, which aren't necessarily pleasant often. You know, whoever, has anyone ever told you that they had a spiritual awakening? It was a really pleasant experience. Looks like the camera's a bit wonky, like that. So I'm feeling like, and we've got a full moon, haven't we? I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm feeling like some people could be going through it. To be triggered into a spiritual awakening. Oh no, my cards today, I've got Touch the Sky, my personal cards. I've got Touch the Sky, which is very much about being solitary. I've got Go Within and Meditate, Be with Nature, You're on Track. I've got the Three of Inspiration, which is kind of building things. So yeah, I've got an introspective day today. But I'm feeling like the full moon energies are already here. Yeah. You're wondering if your kids will be talking to you tomorrow for some advice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was right. There was something about somebody younger who thinks that they know it all. Kind of asking, not asking for some advice, but saying something which is immature. Or something that they haven't learned yet. Or their take on something and us being able to give our perspective. But the best way of doing it is to tell them a story of how you learned it yourself. Yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? It's so specific. I'm going to get some cards out for the day. I'm sleepy. Sleepy today. I had some beers to numb the pain. I know beer doesn't work that well for pain numbing, but it was just so painful. My God. So painful, like worse than any tattoo, like on a level of giving birth kind of pain. This, just all of it was painful, like really, really painful. It only took 2 hours. I don't think it even took 2 hours. He did it pretty fast, but it was intense. Put some paper outside for 24 hours during the full moon and create some very incredible manifestation paper that you use on the new moon. Awesome. Well, if you look at the weather out there, it's horrible right now. We've got storms. Apparently we've got this until the 5th. We've got 3 more days of this. Moon paper. So I won't be putting paper out there, although it'll just blow away and it'll turn to mush in the rain. It's really wild. Change. Hey, Robin. But it's a great idea. I'm glad you keep on reminding us of that, Donna, because I forget about stuff like that. And it's like I've got my little rituals now, this being one of them, Psychic Cafe being one of them, which is a great ritual. I love it. It's really nice to start the day like this. How about this? I've got All Is Connected. Look, it's blowing a hair sideways and all the leaves about. All is connected. Winds of change. Oh, all the leaves are connected. I don't know if you can see that. They're all connected by a thread there, the leaves. Let's see what this means. Number 12. All is connected. Blow away in the wind. A small spider. Oh, it's a spider. A small spider holds a few leaves together with his fine filament, even though the wind threatens to tear them apart. Don't be afraid of changes. Release your fear by letting go. Change is hard and often painful, but it's the only way to grow. You may drift, but you'll never lose yourself. Life goes on and nothing ends. It is reshaped into something new by the wind. Not better or worse, but different, and in that change lies wonder and openings. Wow. Because I've got a big ending going on at the moment. I think my ex, he's leaving. I think he might leave this evening or tomorrow. I'm leaving for a significant amount of time, coming back next year. But then again, he said, because he was talking about touching up my tattoo and putting more colour on it if I need it. And he said that he's going to be back for a few days every now and then, so it's not like we won't see each other, but it's a significant ending. He's been my best friend for a long time. And my new man is getting a divorce. He announced yesterday. And so he's got a big ending going on. And so no wonder he hasn't started up with me yet. Let's get a tarot card out, Lightseers Tarot for the day. Who have we got on today? It's quiet in the house today. Quiet in the cafe. And so I've got the cat today because she doesn't like it when it's windy. Cats don't like the wind. Seeking refuge with me. Okay, we've got one. That's this one. Not those two. Yeah, and that, excuse me, my half-price sale is on this weekend on the Next Steps reads, if anyone's interested in those. Love my bracelet. Thank you. Yeah, I got it when I got the crystal. The crystals. We've got the Page of Pentacles today. I'm getting very young vibes from this again. Hey Melissa, welcome. Yeah, I'm getting very young vibes from this Page of Pentacles. I'm getting that immaturity that came up in the daily read. Someone needing a bit of advice. What was it? Page of Pentacles. Page, where are you? Page of Pentacles. Manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news. Ambitions, skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality. Shadow side of it is being non-committal, lack of progress, learning from past mistakes, procrastinating, not bringing plans down to earth. Yeah, that learning from past mistakes, that's what I was feeling is what we're to pass on to somebody today who's younger than us. Through a story of how we learned, how we came to this conclusion. You know how teenagers can be all, like they know it all? But it's true, isn't it? The wiser that you get, the more you realise you don't know. And so it's the really stupid people that think they know everything, or really young people that think that they know everything. And as you get older and wiser, you just know how much you don't know. But all the same, we do know quite a lot when we're older and wiser, don't we? So, yeah, there's something to pass on to someone younger today. I'm picking up that I picked that up in the daily read so strong, and I'm still getting that energy now. This very youthful energy. She holds a mandala with a curious heart and roots into the bedrock to begin understanding the manifesting essence that we all hold. Remember when you thought you could be an astronaut? You see, I'm picking this up. It's like a kid's energy. And it's great. That innocence, that kid's innocence is great because they're open to manifesting. They know how to manifest, in fact. They dream things up, they play, and you know, pretend play. It's all great manifestational stuff. It's like you're born knowing that. You're born knowing how to manifest. Because every kid does it. They play, and that's how they play, the way of manifestation. Go ahead and ground that energy before it dissipates. Now, I wonder if there's some kind of balance today. I did talk about that in the daily read, I remember now, because I talked about the masculine and feminine balance in us. I talked about the masculine and feminine balance that's right for me. It's not like we should be 50-50 kind of thing, but maybe this is about the balance of the wisdom and the innocence, you know, the maturity and the open-heartedness. Just getting that balance of young and old right. Because there is something really positive about that youthful, open-hearted, innocent, pure kind of vibration. And then there's something great about the wisdom. Okay? Hey, Emily. Another first timer. Cool. We've got new people in the cafe. So we activate practical magic with our hopes. We pull energy up from the earth to bring it into form. Progress happens one life stage at a time. One life stage at a time. There it is again. Life stages. Isn't it funny? This tattoo that I had done yesterday, the one that it was covering up, I had done 18 years ago. I realised when he was doing this. I said, wow, that's 18 years old. It's like it's come of age. It was like emotional waves. And now it's a dragonfly, which is all about new beginnings. And Malengpo. It's called Malengpo in Thai. Hey, AP. Need to work on your feminine side. Yeah, and like me, Donna. I mean, you're like me. Hey, we're quite balanced, I think. Or some people might say we're quite in our masculine. But it's good. But there's like a certain feminine way that's your feminine way. You know. Anyway. It's given me a lot to think about, this card. I love these little books. Progress happens one life stage at a time, and you must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. There may be pieces that still need to fall in alignment, but that doesn't mean that they're going to arrive. You're in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. New perspectives and upgrades of consciousness are on the way, so use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. The little verse here is, I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. It's about so what have we got today? We've got a spiritual awakening. We've got seeking balance between masculine and feminine, and now seeking balance between this immature part of us. But immature sounds bad, and it's not bad. That sweet, innocent, youthful perspective that knows how to manifest. And the wise one that's learned, especially emotional stuff, because that's been coming up a lot, right? Emotional maturity. And putting it all together. And maybe helping someone else today with that too. What else shall we pick today? Let's do an animal spirit animal, whatever way around it is. I say that every time, I should really find out. It's spirit animal. Spirit comes first. Okay, spirit comes first. It confused me that years ago when I was channeling the Lemurians, these Lemurian masters. They came into an energy healing that I was doing, a private energy healing that I was doing for someone years ago. Well, I was still doing it online. When I was doing it online, when I just started doing it online. It was Amy. And it was just incredible. It was the Lemurians came in to they were like huge, giant men, 12 of them, big cloaks, dark cloaks. They looked a bit scary at first. But they weren't scary, like gentle giant kind of energy. And they did this ceremony on her, and they explained it to me as they were doing it, and then they told me that it would be working with me a lot. Remember that, Donna? I think you were around them. And then I started doing all kinds of Lemurian healings and all of that. What was my point? Can't remember what my point was there. Lost track. Koala spirit. Koala spirit we've got. I haven't picked this one out before. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. It's a big plan. How the Lemurians work on you, Jenna. Yeah. I remember you being around at that time. I used to do those Lemurian balancings. Yeah, because that was it. I got a Lemurian crystal. I can't remember which way around it happened, whether the Lemurians came in. Powerful energies. Oh, that was it. It was masculine and feminine. But yeah, that was one thing they did, because I would do the energy healings and I'd do the Lemurian balancings and all of that. That was masculine and feminine balance, wasn't it? It was. And yeah, I did webinars. It wasn't YouTube lives then, it was webinars, and with these channelings from them. And they were taking us through this process of opening up to our divine feminine, which at the time I was clueless about it. I didn't feel particularly in my feminine, didn't really know what it meant. They also got me about that. Anyway, Spirit has a plan. There is a bigger picture. There's a big scheme of things that's going on. Spiritual awakenings are happening. These elements of the young, youthful, innocent, manifestational, kind of open-hearted, dreamer energies balancing up with the wisdom. That would be nice, wouldn't it? With the wise ones. It's all part of a big plan. And of course, big plans are brought about by collective consciousness, right? So it's the hopes that we have, especially when we're going through times like this. It's a very powerful time that we've got at the moment, because if you think that things that manifest in the world, they come out of the collective consciousness. Or we can manifest it individually, but generally there's a few of us focused on something at the same time. Now, everything that's going on in the world at the moment, people are waking up, right? People are having spiritual awakenings because, and they're asking, they're wanting change and things. And so putting it out there, you know, their wishes, and that's got to be so powerful for change. Resonates so much for you, Eva. How's your balance, your feminine, masculine balance? I miss the Lemurians. I can't remember when they left me. Yeah, there comes a point where these entities, they're just like, that's it now. And off they go. But it was incredible, when they first joined me, it was incredible, that healing. No, it's still on. But I might need to stop it and start it again. It's working now. On my screen, it looked like I disappeared. I was there 1 minute and then I was gone. So, a wild unknown archetype for today. Got a massage book this afternoon. Hey. I'm going to take that one as well. In fact, I'm going to take all of them. I think it was just 3. What's happening? Okay, we've got 3 of these out. You thought it was yours, Kim. It's pretty good, hey? Because I wanted to check the camera and then it flashed with me. Disappeared. Right, we've got 3 cards out. The third one, I'll show you the third one first. It's agape. Unconditional love. The highest form of love that there is, agape love. I feel like this is connected to that, to this card, that everything is connected. And there's a big plan to everything, as the koala's telling us. And it's all got to do with this, the highest form of love that there is, agape love. And so, you know, when you go through a spiritual awakening, it's never pretty, is it? It's hard, but it's a loving thing that happens. It's like the universe loving us, even though it puts us right through it. Even though it's some kind of a crash or something horrible that happens. It's still done from love, right? It's like the tough love kind of thing. Next up, we've got the poet as well. This is the youthful energy. This is about dreaming things up. This is about having our big dreams in place. This is the story of the collective that everyone has been writing since they were born, especially as a child. When we have those dreams of being an astronaut or whatever it is that you were dreaming of, those are so powerful. That energy, that youthful energy, the dreaming energy is very powerful. So what I'm being told now is more comes from the young than we think in the collective consciousness. Their hopes and dreams and their wishes. It's a very powerful force in the collective for manifestation. I haven't really thought about that before. But we're all putting in that. It's just the youth have that innocence and that dreaming more powerful than adults do. Because we get the logic, we get it taught out of us, in a way. But some of us still do that. I'm a bit of a dreamer. So all the collective, we're dreaming something up. The poet, it's a big poem, and we all play our part in it. And the stuff that you dreamed up when you were a kid is really important. That's still a part of your path. And so there's this universal love coming through crashes like everything that the world is going through right now. Something very positive is coming out of it. But we're having to have a spiritual awakening, a collective spiritual awakening. So what I'm getting from this on a personal level for us is things that we've wished for a long time are going to come about now. It's like a timeline that we've wished and maybe thought it's not possible because of the way the world is. It is possible. It's becoming possible now. I kind of see that in my personal life because I had no idea that I would have a chance at love again, at a real relationship, not an adult kind of relationship, like two wounded people coming back into a relationship. Not that sweet, innocent love, not that someone wanting to have a relationship. Because what he's doing is being really traditional about it. I mean, we're not dating, we're not doing anything, we're training together, that's it. Getting to know each other a little bit like that, but he's going the traditional way about it, which is what Thais do when they are serious about someone. So that seems to be what it is for me. Could be something else for you. Because the next card, I like that 3 came out. Oh! Let's put those back up. The next card is the vision. I absolutely believe that. I've had my kids writing their manifestations monthly on the new moon for years now. Yeah. When we had shows, we made financial goals as a family and they always come true. That's awesome. I love when that happens. Kids are incredibly powerful manifestors. They are. Did I ever tell you the story of my youngest son? It was so cute. He was about 4. It was the first time he came out to live with me in Australia for a year. So I always remember his age around then because he'd already started school in the UK, but he was due to start school a year later. Like he would have been 5 in Australia to start school. And I said, look, you can't do that because he's going to go from he's already in school in the UK, and then when he goes back to the UK, he's going to be in year 3 and having not done year 2 at all. I'm like, he needs to be in year 1 here. So anyway, they let him. He was the youngest one in the class. So he was 4, so innocent. And he used to spend a lot of time by himself. He's one of those kids, very boy kind of thing. Trucks and cars and stuff like that, like playing with it. But he would just go off to his room and play by himself with these trucks and his cars and things like that. It's very easy to look after. And so one day he says to me, Mum, God's dead. said, really? God's dad? He had gone to a Catholic school in the UK. I'm like, really? God's dad? He's like, yep. So why? Why do you think God's dad? He said, well, I wish for things and I pray for things and I always get them. But I have been wishing and praying for some batteries for my keyboard. It'd been given this electrical keyboard thing, piano thing, from a friend. And it's like, and I haven't got them. And I always manifest everything. Or he didn't say manifest. It's like, I always get everything that I wish for and I've not got. I said, Hugo, sometimes you got to tell mummy. So that's how powerful a manifestor he was at age 4, and he knew it, right? That usually he didn't even need to tell me, and he manifested the things that he wanted. Because that's the first time he mentioned it to me. Like, he hadn't talked about that stuff before, but he knew. He knew that he was manifesting before. So, hey, Brian. Welcome. You're so aware of it now. Like, wow, I was blindfolded for a long-ass time. Yeah. Yeah, kids are incredible manifestors, really. And isn't it interesting that you see it all over the world? Kids are exactly the same all over the world. It stands to reason, doesn't it, that we get born on this planet where we can be conscious creators and manifestors with everything inside of us as a kid, so that we can do that. What does every single kid on the planet do? They make believe and they play. Like, that's what they do. They know how to manifest. They know how to manifest, right? So, yeah, we got the vision. And this is it. It's pretty much similar. It's similar to this poet, you know. It's the collective consciousness vision. And in your life, it's your vision. And it's the vision that you've had since a kid. So things are coming back around for this next timeline that we're in. Things that you wish for. Things that you wanted. Look at this card, it's beautiful. There's a coin on it, there's 2 owls, there's 2 hands which are very restful, like this. Like a piece with it, just kind of waiting for it to manifest. There's trees, there's a bit of there's mountains and a moon. Eyesight's not good today. What's that about? And there's a snake shedding skin. It's a beautiful card. The vision. So we've got really powerful energies today. That's why I think it's to do with the full moon that's tomorrow. It's got to do with something. So what's going on in everyone else's lives? For me, it's a new relationship. You do that with your kiddies. It's cool. It's cool, yeah. And it's like we don't need to teach the kids. They're already doing it, right? They need to teach us and remind us. I want to get another tarot card out. I'm going to use the Muse Tarot now. It helps me get to know these cards better when I pick them out in here. What do you guys think? Maybe next week I will do like my half price sale. Maybe I'll do a tarot reading. Like, because I do Celtic crosses when I do tarot. And I could like take a picture of it. What do you think? Because I was thinking about that the other day. Maybe I should offer a tarot reading. It's kind of different. It's not like other people would do tarot because I read intuitively. I am reading the books because I find this Chris Ann's cards and the things that she says really insightful. But I read intuitively from them rather than the general. You know when you watch like YouTube tarot stuff. And the 3 of Cups comes out and they go, oh, third party, someone's cheating. No. No, I don't read like that. Crazy. So let's get a card out for today, because these energies are so interesting. Powerful times. I haven't looked at the astrology for the full moon. Has anyone else? I think it's tomorrow. Another thing that I used to do with my kids as well. My kids are all grown up now. They're 28. 24, 20. But another thing that I used to do with them was get them to use their imagination so that they could do things. Like, riding bike was the one that really sticks in my head. So when they got a bike, or the first bike, get them to have a go on it. You know, you do the whole thing, holding the seat and running behind them, kind of. And then when I put them to bed that night, I'd get them to imagine being on the bike, being able to ride it, you know, going down hills really fast and things like that, and really enjoying it. I would get them to talk about it before they went to sleep, and imagine it, and they would be like, oh, and then they'd drift off to sleep with that. Without fail, every single one of them could ride a bike the next day. Just got on the bike and rode it. So powerful, especially in that state just before sleep and waking as well. It's a really powerful state. Which is really why we shouldn't be on our phones high before we go to sleep. It's this funny card again. The Five of Inspiration. It's a funny card because of that one. The one in the middle. With a crystal on a crutch. I don't know, that's the first thing I saw. But there's mirrors and there's all kinds of things going on. It's the I don't know what the hell I'm doing card to me. This. What is it again? Five of Inspiration, which is the Five of Wands. What's this got to do with today? Five of Inspiration. Rivalry, challenges, compariitis. Oh no, she doesn't call it. I call it compariitis. Comparisonitis. Comparisonitis. Compariitis. I need to collaborate. Infighting or trying to outdo one another. Friendly competition. Bouts of discord. Oh. The muse looks down at the rivalry below, the pushing and the pulling, the comparisons, the not enoughs. Sometimes she sees competition that hurts, and sometimes she witnesses healthy and productive competition that motivates. She hopes to illuminate both the positive and negative effects that these challenges can have on your life. Find opportunities to work with others for the common good, and engage in friendly competition that serves as a catalyst for your success. How do you compete in life? Do you lead with your ideas, your feelings, your charm, deep conversation, or perhaps it's your sexuality? Distinguish the type of competition that makes you a brighter light from that which dampens your ability to shine. Use this muse's sacred mirrors to see that the most important person you compete with is yourself. All the external competition in the world cannot demonstrate your innate worth. You're already deserving of your own highest accolades and love. A war of bodies, brains and poses to win the titles, names and roses. And in the end we give too much of our own souls and joys and such. So what I'm getting from this is that challenges, as I said, nobody has like a beautiful spiritual awakening, do they? It's a challenge that gets us there. And we can see the negative side of that. I mean, we can just feel like a victim and not see the awakening that it could lead to. I guess there's a lot of people in that at the moment, just focused on what really evil people are doing. Like, and I'm not suggesting they're not out there. There's some really evil people really showing themselves now, isn't there? Have bad intentions for people and for the world. But in the big scheme of things, in the collective, it's actually positive because people are waking up now. And so the collective is having this big dreaming now of something much better. The Muse Tarot is gorgeous. I love both. It's on the Muse Tarot. So there we go. And your dreams as a kid, especially, and as a young adult, they're still valid. The universe never forgets. That's why I picked up on that. Right. The elephant card that came out in the daily read when I saw it last night, I thought, the universe never forgets. That's what this show needs to be called today, the universe never forgets. And then I thought, that can't be right, because this is all about spiritual awakening. The universe hasn't forgotten your big dreams, and you're not in competition with anyone else. It's delivering them. There's a new timeline starting. Let's get some more cards out. Who wants a mini reading as well? Let's see what's going on for you guys. The challenge you feel is letting go of ego, so we understand we're always learning. Yeah, can be tricky, huh? It's raining. So also today we've got love and communication coming. Woo! For a lot of us. I mean, that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Somebody's going to tell you about their feelings toward you. And we've got have a good time and decide. This is another positive part of the youthful energy, is kids will have a good time. Like, what do kids do when they wake up in the morning? They just like go right about their play, don't they? And we forget that as adults. We can forget that as adults. But we can make a decision to get back to that. We can bring back the positive parts of the youthfulness, the dreaming part of it, the playful part of it. Bringing that back, and it's a decision. It's a decision to do that. We've got up until now, gentle, quieted heart. This is about leaving the past behind, being okay about the old timeline as we're moving into a new timeline. So there's lots of endings going on at the moment, of course there are. It's a full moon. All about endings, all about leaving things behind. So we've just got to be okay about the past. We've lived what we've lived, and we've lived for good reason, you know. What else? One more for the day for everybody. What you resist persists, and be firmer. So there is some still resistance, the ego, like Crystal said. Ego, resistance, fears. I see it all as the same thing. There is some of that, of course. There'll always be some of that in us. And it's a constant, not a battle, but it can be sometimes. To let that go. But be firm in that. Be firm in the letting stuff go. Right, who's first? Donna. Donna's up first. AP, can I see you on there? No. Oh. No, I can't see you on my iPad. So Donna, this comes out for you so much, Donna. What? This came out in your next steps reading. The people around you, the jealous people around you. Don't worry about it. You've got jealousy and no worries. So if applying this to the energies today, your big dreams are coming about now, right? That you've had for a long time. Don't look at it from an adult perspective. Look at it from my dreams as a child and as a young adult are all coming about now. It's got nothing to do with what you're making or manifesting in the moment, adult-wise. And so anyone that's in that old energy, that adulty energy, there's no competition, like that card said. Which card? This card. There's no competition. The universe doesn't say, oh, well, I'll give Donna her wishes coming true, but not every other child on the planet. It just doesn't do that. So you've got more letting go of that to do. Keeps on coming out for you, Donna. Eva. Oops. Oh, Eva, you've got, same as me. See my cards for the day, I've got go within and meditate. I've got be with nature and you're on track. All of my cards are about introspection today. You've got be still, keep quiet, and time alone. It's a great day today, Eva, to meditate, to do that inner work. Not really inner work, just get grounded. It's the pause, isn't it? That's what the weekly read says. We've got to pause this week before that new timeline starts. Pause and make sure that we're grounded before we move on. Did everyone see that? The weekly read that I did for all signs. Put it up yesterday. We've got to pause before things start again. So Eva, you're doing the same as me. Reflection, taking time out. Yeah, there's more than enough to go around. But Donna, this is more, it's not just about abundance. Everyone has their own access to that, right? You can't take it away from anyone else. But this is more about knowing that the universe is supporting every single person's dreams as a child. And people have got to remember that. People have got to remember, we've had this message in the last few months, remember those big wishes that you had. Remember what you romanticized in your mind when you were a kid. Remember those TV shows and those films that you watched that just stirred something in your soul and you thought, yeah, I am that. I'm that. That's right for me. Oh, you know, I've always wanted a goat. That's one of the things from my childhood. I've always wanted a pet goat. Yesterday on Facebook, the animal clinic here on the island, they've got a goat. They've got a baby goat. They said we're looking for a forever home for the baby goat. I want it. I want it. I've always wanted a goat. So that's exciting. But I can't have it here. What would the cat do? Emily. Emily's up next. You've got no worries as well, and wake up. So the spiritual awakening, don't worry about it. Whatever you're going through at the moment, a transition that's happening in your life at the moment, if something's been taken away from you and you're going through a transition, don't worry about it. It's all for your own good. It's all for your own good. It will come right, you'll see. It's moving you toward what you want. So don't fight it. Just go with it, Emily. Kim? You wanted to be a singer when you were a kid. Cool. Haven't had a chance to listen to the General Weekly yet. Yeah. Do that. It's an important one. Okay, Kim. I'm hungry. Kim. Oh. So Kim, you've got gratitude and blame. So I feel like something's falling apart for you. It's got some scapegoat kind of energy with this blame card. So you're being blamed for something, or there's some kind of clash going on. It's all for your good. Like, this is asking you to be grateful for it. It's like having a blow up or argument with a friend or something. A friend that shouldn't be a friend anymore because you're on a different page now. You're on a different journey in life. You're not resonating with each other anymore. It's something that I keep on getting over and over again. It's like, look back at when someone first came into your life, what your energy was back then, because that is the energetic match. Not who you are now, not who they are now. Because we just hold on to each other, right? We just have these attachments. It was an energetic match when you first met. And so often, you know, we can like meet someone 5 years ago when we were in a complete mess, and they're an energetic match with us then we keep them in our lives like 5 years later, and then we're wondering why we've got all of these problems with them and stuff, and people can do that. Like, people ask me that kind of stuff in their readings, saying, how is this person an energetic match with me now? There's all these problems going on. It's like, it's not. They're not an energetic match. You're just a human being, so you can have attachments and you can hold on to things and say yes to things that you should be saying no to. Not everything is an energetic match. It was an energetic match. So this is what I'm getting for you. Somebody was, they're blaming you. There's some aspect of blame going on there. They were an energetic match. They're not anymore. So look back to when you met them and just be grateful for it, because I feel like it's causing you to let go of someone that you need to let go of. Robin's next. You want a goat too? It must be the Aries in me. I love goats. They're so much fun. Oh my God, they're so much fun. Very playful. Robin. Robin, you've got brilliant and follow my knowing, so you're well on the way. Well on the way at being focused on where you're headed toward what's brilliant for you. Your intuition is spot on. You're well on the way. You're on the path. Good job. AP. AP, maybe let YouTube know again about your problem, because when I sent them some feedback on YouTube, they fixed something instantly, and so I'm thinking like they don't go through backlogs. It's like they've probably got a team of people. Oh no, I used to work in IT in my 20s. They'll have a team of people, and if they can't fix it in the moment, then it'll just go unnoticed. So if you keep on telling them about it, someone at some point will know what it's about, and they'll fix it for you instantly. Anyway, that's not a reading, that's just some advice from an IT girl, a past IT girl. AP, you've got flowing and who is aware. It's changing, your awareness is changing. Seeing the bigger picture more. We never see the big picture. Even me doing readings, and the guides are telling me the bigger picture all the time, or they're trying to convey it to me, and they can't. A lot of the time they can't. And sometimes readings can be like really, it's like they're giving me all this information, and I can feel the feelings of it, and I can get it, but it's very hard to put into words, especially when they're really high level readings. And I'm picking this up for you, AP, is that your awareness is changing now. You're seeing more of it. Awakening. Spiritual awakening, right? We have many of them, not just one of them. We can always open our eyes to more and see more and more and more in the world. I don't think that will ever end, because we're constantly evolving. It's constantly expanding, this universe. So it makes sense that we're constantly expanding too, and we can constantly expand. So there's lots more to come. Lots more of spiritual awakenings or wokeness to come, you know. When someone says they're woke, it's like, woke to what, you know? You can be woke over and over again. You should have lots of different levels of awareness opening up to that. And sometimes it's the black and white thing, like it came up yesterday, that black and white thinking. As soon as you think you know something and you're sure about it, the universe shows you the opposite is true too. So yeah, it's flowing, your awareness. The changes in your awareness is flowing, AP. Sherry. Oh. Sherry. Can everyone click like on this video while you're all here? Lots of people in. 15, wow. Sherry. You've got a transformation card as well. Everyone's having a transformation at the moment, but you've got get what I want. So it's time for you to receive now. It's time for you to get what you want in your life, for yourself, for you. Having people do things for you. You receiving for yourself in your own life. You've been busy helping other people, making sure other people are right. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to receive all of that back. Remember, the universe never forgets. Never forgets any of the energy that you've put out there. It's all in escrow. It's all coming back to you. All those dreams that you've had, all the things you've wished for, it's coming back to you. It's just waiting for this transformation for you to know it's your time and you're important, and to actually want to get what you want. Crystal. Crystal Snow. Oh, hey, Robin. The other Robin is here. 2 Robins. Crystal, you've got to move away and touch. So you've actually got a location change that's calling you. Touch. It's this softer, more feminine, I guess, receptive energy. People who are gentler. Of course, it's never the place, is it? It's the energy that the place holds because of the people that are in that place. So often when people say, oh, where is it that I should move to in a reading, all I can do is give them the energy of all the people that are there. So yeah, you've got a move coming up, Crystal. Somewhere will be better for you. It's softer, it's more gentle, more nurturing. Less hard people. Interesting. Robin is next. Robin G. Robin G. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is spiritual awakening kind of stuff. This moment and who am I? Something's taken away, Robin, and it gets you to reassess who you are. It's like when you lose a job or something and you thought that you were going to do it forever until you retired, and then it gets taken away from you and like, whoa, who am I now? It's like me with what I'm going through now. It's this new relationship that's about to start is different than before. It's different than the ones I've been in before. It's a new beginning. He's younger than me. In fact, he's only 6 years older than my eldest son, which seems ridiculous. But yeah, there's a different energy to it, and it's making me reassess who I am, you know? At 49, to start again in a relationship like that, it's quite significant. So I feel like you've got something like that going on, Robin. Something's been taken away, or something is being taken away from you at the moment, and it's really getting you to question who you are. Remember, we've got new timelines starting, and it's wishes that you've had since you were a kid or a young adult that are going to be manifesting now. Petite girl. You're next. Well, let's just have a look at your messages at the bottom. You have to move house. Oh, okay. Yes, move town. Crystal, want to know more? Move town. There's somewhere where there's people that are softer. Oh, Liat. Liat, yes. From Facebook. You're my Facebook friend. See your posts about astrology and stuff. Okay. So Liat's next. Oh, drop your card on the floor. Ah, okay. So Liat, you've got I am that and I am appreciated. This is like you've had a path for a long time now. You know when you've been doing something and you know it's who you are and you know it's what you're meant to do, but then it doesn't work. It's like me in my business, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. And for so many years, it's like, why am I doing this when it doesn't seem to be working, when I don't seem to be able to reach many people? That's what I'm picking up from this. But you know it's you, and so you know to continue with it. But here's the key, I am appreciated. There's something about you appreciating yourself, really appreciating it and knowing that other people appreciate it for you to bring those right people to you. And it's like an inclusive energy now. It's like you're moving into being included where you've been on the outer before. So this energy, Liat, it's like someone that's been the black sheep of the family. They know who they are, and so they're doing that, but they're keeping themselves the black sheep, and thinking, you know, the world doesn't appreciate me as I am because you're not appreciating yourself as you are. And then suddenly something clicks in and you're like, oh, I can include myself, I can appreciate myself. I am that and it can work for me. And then it starts working for you. And then suddenly all of these people are around you that appreciate you. So it's a significant change for you coming in. That's what I'm picking up on anyway. Singer. Who is next? Your growth game is strong. Quickly outgrow people, right? Yeah. And it's good. It's good doing that. I mean, it's good to be able to let go and move on and move on and move on. Kim, totally makes sense. You're spacey today. I'm a bit spacey today as well. I'm kind of glad that it's raining. Stay in and do nothing apart from go for my massage this afternoon. Hopefully it's going to stop raining around that time so I can get there dry. Your growth is happening, you're making sure of it. Cool. Crystal, didn't miss you. Aries. Are you Aries, Robin? Robin Berger. Wow, yes, I got through everyone. Yay. Thank you everyone for coming along. Tomorrow I'll do a full moon special. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow in here. So come along tomorrow. Get even more information about this full moon and where we're headed next. Really resonated for you. Missing piece is appreciating myself first. Oh, it's so important. It's the self-love thing, of course. But sometimes, you know, self-love, we can think of massages and stuff like that, and then we don't think, oh yeah, really appreciate what I do. And then you attract people that really appreciate what you do too. There you go. Missing piece. Awesome. Thanks everyone for coming along, and your likes and your subscribes and all of that. Check out your weekly read. Published them last night. And the collective one. I go live 7 a.m. Bangkok time. So an hour ago. Always at the same time each day. If I'm here. Sometimes I'm not here, but most of the time I am. So yeah, an hour ago, whatever that time is in your time zone. That was almost an hour today. Have a great day or night or whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, and the half price sale is on if you want one of those Your Next Steps reads. 3-page reading, the half price right now. There's the link. Bye.